I'm artist Morgan M. Paul, author of Break From Reality and Lunatic Sky Art. So I make acrylic on canvas. I don't use oil. I don't do paintings on wood or paper or use gouache because I'm a coward. Well, right now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make artwork that's meaningful to me and not so much playtime. This is my pride and joy. This is the type of artwork that I make. We have a young man standing in front of a fire. And for me, as someone who's had to burn away all the things, all the behaviors, all the childlike activities, all the things that I know and love, I've had to cast it all ablaze so I can grow and take on responsibility, being a father, starting a business, being a husband, and setting fire to all the things that I once knew. It's a painful experience, and so what I've tried to do is I've tried to capture that, because it's a very the first stage of grieving. It's shock. It's painful, and I think I've done well with that. My Aunt Jackie is an artist. She's a face painter up in Rockford Bridge. She was the first source of inspiration for me. One of the earliest memories I have is she came to my class, grade 1, and she facilitated an art project with my whole class, and that really kick-started everything. Things weren't great growing up. She was a very core source of, kind of a good family, a great family member who I love, and she kick-started that off. So I mean, 34 years down the road, I'm still making artwork, and this is what I've been able to come up with. I started as a kid, I never stopped, and she was the initial source of inspiration. And I do that with my children. My daughter is an amazing artist, and she's still she's making art better than I ever made at 6 years old. And it's just become a bit of a family legacy. So my other works, in the case of this piece, this is Jordan Peterson. Say what you will about him as a celebrity, as an author, as a public figure. I have a history of mental illness, and reading his book, listening to his tapes and his videos, and watching all that. The one takeaway was that I had to develop habits of discipline, and for a lot of my artistic endeavors, I was really kind of just it was playtime, just a boy in his playpen. And what I realized is I had to hone in on my skills and work smaller and see more and develop a discipline with my art making. And this, right now in my artistic journey, is representative of that, because now that I'm capable of creating a portrait, in my opinion, I'm able to now let go. I can play, because I've demonstrated that I can make a portrait. I can do what is perceived as a skilled, disciplined style of art making. So one of the things that I focus on is kind of the more grimy, the darker side of life. That a lot of artists, they make very captivating, beautiful, inspired artwork that creates a good feeling. And in this case, we have 2 people, homeless people, that are using fentanyl, and there's 2 parts to that. It's from my side, You know, I kind of grew up rough, and a lot of the friends that I grew up with ended up down this path. My dad, serious drinker, ended up homeless for a period of time. It's a topic that hits close with me, but as well as that, painting something that is a little bit dark, a little bit grimy, it's uncomfortable, and to paint on that topic, to push yourself through that experience, I think is very important, and I think it separates me from people who paint very pretty, very appealing things, which I did for a long time. But now I think now I'm painting from a different side of the avenue, the other side of the train tracks. So these are the sacrificial lambs. So these are some of my most prized, favorite things that I've created over the last year, and these are going to be my sacrificial lambs, something that I would sell for more than $100, and they'll probably be for substantially less. So these ones, a bit of a backstory is, in my 20s, I did something called a lawn art sale. I lived on a busy road with a lot of traffic, and what I would do is I would paint every day, things that I could paint really quickly, and they weren't the best works, but it was very pedestrian. And the idea was that I was trying to sell a painting on the side of the street to anyone who happened to have $20 or $30 in their pocket. And with that, I developed a bit of a skill set for replicating the same image over and over and over again. Because I don't want to make a lot of prints, I'm making a lot of the same image in succession. And these aren't prints, these are all originals. It's kind of a cheat code to making artwork. Now it's come in handy for this event. Well, on a broader sense, I think a lot of people, their main goal is happiness. And in the early stages of my art making, I kind of got caught up in this suffering for art. And I had a couple older artists tell me that you don't have to suffer, and that it should be a joyful practice. And then, but then life gets in the way, and the reality of life is that you're gonna suffer anyway. And so if you're gonna suffer, you might as well make art.